All right. So adding like terms is the title of this. Let me explain to you again, first of all, what a term is. A term is a indicated product or quotient of values. The terms in this expression are separated by plus or minus signs. So we have our first term is minus 3x or negative 3x. Our second term then is this plus 2y.
Yeah,
Then we have the plus 2x, plus 3, and the plus 7. Those are each terms. Between 3 and x, that's an implied multiplication. Implied multiplication, implied multiplication, and then we just have constants. So a term is an implied product or quotient of terms, or just a variable or a constant, the constant being the number by itself. So how many terms are there in this expression? 5 terms, and they're separated by plus or minus signs. Okay, so adding like terms means we have to have something that's similar to be able to combine terms. And that item that has to be similar is the variable. We look at the variable on each of these terms. So my first term has an x in it. Do I have any other terms that has an x in it?
2x.
It has the plus 2x, and I'm going to include the sign in front of the number as part of that term. Those two are like terms. I can add them if they're like terms. So I'm going to take the coefficient, negative 3 plus 2. Negative 3 plus 2 is? Negative 1. And then we leave the variable just as it is. Okay. Then I'm going to look at this second term. It has a variable of y. Do I have any other terms that have a variable of y in them? No. So that's the only term of its kind, and so that's just going to be rewritten as plus 2y. I can't do anything with that. I can't combine it with anything else because we can only add terms that are like terms. Then I have my constants, or my just numbers, and those are like terms because numbers are like terms. And I can combine those. 3 plus 7 is 10. And that's a plus 10. And that is my answer. Jonathan?
Is your volume up?
Yeah, it's up. Some. Is it echoing still
We
through?
don't actually figure out the problem, we just...
Right. There's no way to actually solve for x and y on this problem because, first of all, there's not an equal sign. And in order to solve expressions that have multiple variables, here we have 2 different variables, we have to have 2 different equations to do that. And that's algebra 1 stuff. But all we're doing is adding like terms. We added the terms that are like, these 2, those 2, and it doesn't matter. You could have written this 2y minus 1x plus 10. That's still the same value for the problem, just in a different order, as long as the sign is correct that's in front of it. Clear? So those are like terms. We're adding like terms. This problem has some x's and some n's and some constants. So I generally just start with the first term and look for the other like terms with it. Do I have any other terms with x? Include the sign in front, so that'd actually be negative 14x, and then Positive 2x. So let's combine their coefficients. 3 minus 14,
Or we could just -11.
negative 11, plus 2, negative 9x. Then I'm going to go to this term with an m in it. I have 2m. Do I have any other terms with an m in it? Negative 4m. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2m. And then I have my constants here on the end. A positive 4 and minus 2 is a 2. If it's a positive 2, we have to use the sign to separate the terms. So even though it's positive 2, and we don't usually put a positive sign in front of our numbers, we use that positive sign as a plus sign. This is your answer. Could you have rewritten the answer some other way? Yes, you could have written it as negative 2m minus 9x plus 2. You could have, I don't like it as well, but you could have put 2 minus 2m minus 9x. There's many different ways of writing it. As long as the sign in front of your term is the correct sign, then that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that assignment.
There's only 13 problems.
Yeah, that's correct. There's only 13 problems. So lesson 94. So
That was my
assign
favorite.
That was my favorite.
problem set 94, A through C, 15 through 30, pick 10.
Do that again. You read out loud, please.
This is due tomorrow.
What? I thought you said it was
Oh, do I get to give you a strike? I determined in the 7th hour I need to start giving strikes for people going, what? Because really saying, what? Is kind of a disrespectful, you're an idiot, for suggesting such a.
You said it was due Friday.
I did say it was going to be due Friday, didn't I?
What
So do I need to give you more problems, or you want to do
No.
tomorrow?
What about 7th hour?
You have 13 problems, Trent. Get to work. You have how much time? 18 minutes. You have more time than you have problems. Then you get to pick 10 of the problems.
Yeah, but 7th hour is ducking up question.
If you get your homework done, do you have to go to sleep?
We have to check it.
What if you get it done and I check it and I sign off on it? Because of other assessment classes or just this one? Why don't we try it? You get it done and I'll check it. We'll see if your parents will buy you that story. But you have to get it done.
The variables all by itself.
And they can watch the video and listen to me say that.